Welcome, everybody. My name is Craig, and today we are with Richard Jessep from BSP. And Richard's going to run through some questions for us. Good morning, Richard.
Good morning, Frank. Great to be here.
So, Richard, a lot of people watching this who would have seen your video that got them onto this page are already business owners. They already have customers, they've already got staff, they've already got revenue, and they've got a lot of experience behind them. Why would they need a business success program?
You look great because a business can be successful and still be underperforming. So it might be busy, but not profitable enough. It might be growing, but putting pressure on cash flow, people, and systems. The owner may have good staff around them, but still be involved in too many decisions. Sales and marketing may be active, but not producing consistent, qualified opportunities. And there may be plenty of meetings and ideas getting floated around by the team, but not enough actual follow through. And that is where the business success program comes in. So it helps established businesses understand what is really holding back performance, set a clear direction, and turn that direction into implemented change.
Yeah, that's great. So when you go into a business for the first time, where do you normally start?
So, look, Craig, I start usually at the business reality. So we look across the business strategy, numbers, sales, marketing, leadership, people, operations, systems, and then, of course, the execution, the most important bit. And
Mm.
often the symptom or a problem is not the actual cause. So a sales issue may be a sales skill set problem, could be a lack of clear strategy or a communication issue. A margin issue might be market positioning, pricing, or a productivity issue.
Okay.
A people issue, maybe a lack of role clarity, lack of documented process, or an accountability issue. So the first job is to diagnose the real constraints across the business. And once that's clear, we build a practical line from where the business is now, today, to where it needs to be in 3 years' time, and then what must happen over the next 12 months to start us on that journey to achieve that 3-year vision.
Okay, so businesses probably already have plans now. How do you actually make sure this one gets implemented?
Yeah, look, that plan only matters if it changes what happens inside the business. So if we turn priorities into actions, owners, measures, and time frame, that is what will turn that plan into reality. So we build a reporting rhythm, the meeting cadence, and the accountability structure in behind the plan. And that's what we need to keep the work moving forward. The aim is not to create a document that sits on the shelf. The aim is to help the business make better decisions, act earlier, and build the capability to execute consistently.
So from those things you mentioned there, what happens if one area sort of needs a bit of deeper work, more focus?
You look, in that instance, that is where my tailored specialist business programs come into effect and can certainly be built into any engagement. For example, a business may need stronger sales discipline. It may need better growth marketing, leadership development, operational improvement, or a roadmap for automation and AI to be embedded across the business. So these are
Mm.
not generic courses. These are where the business constraint comes first, and then a specialist business program is tailored and shaped around that particular constraint or problem or opportunity.
Yeah. So as things go forward, what should be different as the program progresses?
So the business should have clear priorities, better visibility, and stronger follow through. Managers should take more ownership, and just running this process creates that level of engagement. Sales and marketing should be more aligned. Financial information should support earlier decisions. Processes and systems should create less friction, and the owner should not have to be the person that holds everything together day in, day out. So the goal is to build a stronger, more successful, and better run business one that performs consistently and gives the owner more control, more confidence, and more options, and ultimately more freedom.
Well, that sounds that sounds incredible. So what's the next step for someone who's actually watching this now, who's a business owner?
Yeah, look, when I'm running, the program, or certainly that first level of analysis, I always start with a simple question. What is currently stopping your business from performing at the level you believe it should? So if the answer is not obvious, that is exactly where the first conversation helps. We look at what is happening, what needs to improve, and whether the business success program is the right fit to help you achieve what it is that you want to achieve.
So that's a very interesting, Richard. Some good stuff in there. So if this has brought up anything for you, we do have a offer today for you, and it is a genuine offer. Richard's offering 5 free business reality sessions. So these are normally a chargeable service. There's a little bit of commitment from yourself, and as far as time goes, that's all you have to pay. So you also get a one-on-one session with Richard, and you get an incredible report at the end of that, where you can make improvements in your business. So if you fill in below the form, you'll be eligible to get one of these sessions. Now, there is only 5, and we are genuinely saying there is 5. So once the 5 are gone, there won't be any more. So don't miss out. Fill out below. Thanks very much, Richard. That was really, really interesting.
Lovely. Thanks for having me, Craig.